Right.
He says here, Ace, this is a great comment. We actually saw this. We were pre-show before we went live. Fantastic comment. Ace here says, "Oh my God, I don't mean to change subjects, but have any of you watched the Dave from Fresh Baked on his vlog about how busy it was on the first blackout day?" Now, for what Ace is talking about is Disney has blocked out every single magic key. Is it like it's for like 2 weeks or something, right, Dre? From what I understand, or
yeah,
maybe a week.
It's like a 2 week period. Yeah,
it's 2 week period.
Yeah,
and everyone. I mean, we've been on this channel talking a lot. Like, what are the crowds going to be when all the key holders are completely shut out of the parks? You know, I mean, look, and as much as I hate when people say this, you know, Disneyland is seen as a locals park. Is it going to be dead? Is it going to be empty with all these people having to buy a ticket to get in? Well, Dave went to the parks on that first day, and well, not so much, y'all. Not so much.
As we have seen here, it's a little bit busier than maybe people had expected. Now, we had an indication that something like this might happen because, well, as actually Dusty was pointing out in his update earlier this week, he was suggesting that the the blackout calendar was full for the 2 weeks in which pass holders were blocked out. So, and really, those slots could only be filled with one type of consumer demographic, which are day ticketers. So we kind of knew, Wizard, all favorable attendance. You're correct. We kind of knew that it was going to be busy, at least somewhat. Also, too, Dusty was kind of going over the daily patterns for guests at the parks right now, and what he was saying was kind of interesting. He was suggesting that the parks in the early kind of morning and afternoon hours were actually kind of dead, and then they would slowly ramp up as that kind of entertainment package was put on, both between the Christmas shows, the Christmas fireworks spectacular and the Christmas themed World of Color show, and some of the associated entertainment that is put on every night by the parks. And as people actually got out of work and so forth, all those key holders would actually come down for their daily reserved slot. And well, now with those key holders off the table, so to speak, and it being all day ticket holders, well, the consumer patterns have actually changed now. Right. Where you have people who are looking to maximize their the purchase of their ticket by going there all day. Well, now you have people who are less bifurcated in their pattern and are going to go all day. So I think that's why you're seeing it so busy at a time that we really haven't experienced even a couple days ago.
And our friend, our brother, Disney Family Man 23, he says, "Hey, my OG55 family." Disney Family Man was actually going to join us today, but he's, like I said earlier in the show, he's going through some stuff over there in where he's at with the snow and the weather. So stay safe, brother. We love you, George. We absolutely love you, brother.
Oh, absolutely.
This is interesting. This is not good for key holders. If you expect things to go back to normal, right? Like in terms of like next year, if they're selling out day after day after day after day with these paid tickets, without having key holders in the park, you better believe this is going to occur next year as well. It's a given. They just make more money on this favorable mix, right? Of people, everyone buying a ticket. This is going to happen, you know? Now, Michael Ebba here says, I do want to see how crowded the park is though on a regular weekday that's non-holiday or a time when kids are in school and when people are at work without key holders. Yeah, I mean, it would be more dead, Michael, I would think, because the key holders are more like pop in after work kind of habits, right?
Yeah.
But you don't have to. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing, in my opinion. I think that Disney can sort of utilize these key holders for those more kind of those dead periods of the calendar, and then the busier times like the holidays and maybe even summer, you block out the key holders.
Do you hear that, OG?
Uh-oh, we have Captain John D in the house. Welcome, Captain. Captain John D says they will analyze the data from the blackout and start a pattern of more blackouts. That's exactly what I'm saying, John. This is just the beginning. They're making boatloads of moolah on not having these key holders there, and it's packed, and they're all buying a ticket. This is not good for key holders. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get less access going forward. I'm calling it now.
Theme Park Casual says probably expect more blackout creep. Yes, I would agree with you, Captain John D. I absolutely agree with you right there. Expect this kind of pattern to not only continue but to expand, right? As much as it can. Now, listen. I don't think magic key holders are going away. No. Simply because getting people to be in the parks to the degree like what you're seeing on screen right now, a lot easier to achieve at the last 2 weeks of December, right? Far harder to achieve in the middle of February or somewhere like that. But you can kind of see where it's like, oh, okay, well, if people are going to pay a daily ticket price to actually walk into our parks like this, and we can saturate the parks full with them, right? I mean, this is a very profitable venture right here. All these people are every single one of them. Their connections to the community are kind of varied, right? So they're probably going to opt to have maybe 2 or 3 meals in the parks, right?
Exactly.
They're probably going to opt to get that those last minute Christmas presents and so forth, in which to bring home for loved ones and so forth. This is extremely profitable, so I would definitely expect this pattern to continue, expand, all that. However, I do think they still want those magic key holders in reserve. Given at least kind of future economic prospects for sure, but also to lay a foundation which they can use the pass holders as backfill for when this demand abates.
Absolutely. Crystal Ray today with a $10 donation. Thank you so much, Crystal. We do appreciate you. Thank you. And she's saying here, happy holidays to you guys and your families. Thanks for all the great content. Thank you, Crystal. Happy holidays to you and your family as well. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you so much for super chats. The support that we've received from our viewers, it's unlike no other. So thank you so much, and the community that we've created here also too.
Yes,
freaking awesome. So all things. Thank you.
Absolutely, and we got to give a shout out to Casual. Hold on, I forgot to do a Theme Park Casuals drop. One sec.
I don't know. Fly Casual.
There you go, Casual. He's in the chat right now.
Gotta fly Casual. That's right. Michael, by the way, subscribe to Casual as well. He did a couple of live streams in the parks recently. He is really killing it on that game. So please give our boy a Casual shout out. If you want to, you can go ahead and drop your channel link in the chat. OG, I don't want to.
No, absolutely. Theme Park Casual, drop your YouTube channel link in the chat. Everybody watching, if you're not subscribed to him, do it. Subscribe to him. Casual's family. We love him. He makes great content. A lot of the great Knott's Berry Farm stuff, actually, from Casual. A lot of great Knott's stuff.
A lot of great Knott's stuff.
Yep.
For sure. Michael Ebba says not only are they buying tickets, but also these ticket holders are paying full price for parking and Genie Plus. Yep. Absolutely. You're probably going to see more Genie Plus sales from a group like this than you would an unfavorable mix in the form of magic key holders that are dominating the parks. So definitely an observation for sure. Theme Park Casual. I've seen several vloggers attending during the blackouts, giving Disney a nice double dip. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You had a lot of people come out earlier and say, well, I guess I'll buy a ticket just to see how it is in order to get content for their platform. So very interesting.
Can I just talk? I kind of laugh at that a little bit because all these vloggers are key holders, right? And a lot of the vloggers have been complaining about the lack of access. And by buying a ticket when the key holders are blocked out, you're kind of working against your own self-interest a little bit there, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, you got to get that content going. You know what I'm saying? You got to